What's up, guys? So today, let's talk Iyo Sky. Now, she, for me, is the most talented wrestler on the whole of Raw, SmackDown, and everything, period. And yeah, she is a big talking point for the WWE. So let's talk Iyo Sky. So currently, Iyo Sky is women's tag team champion with Rhea Ripley. I'm quite liking that as a team now. I mean, we've had it kind of teased for us a while that they was going to be in the tag division, tag team champions. It happened a little bit quicker than everyone thought, I think. But I'm happy that they are, and they've had their moment together. Now, for me, they are going to go in as tag team champions to WrestleMania, as I don't see singles paths for Rhea or for Iyo Sky. Now, for Iyo, her especially, she needs a good story. You know, we had her and Bailey at Mania before, as you can see from this brief photo up here. And Iyo is amazing in the ring, but I feel she can struggle to build stories sometime. And, you know, people are all behind her. She's super hyped, she's super lovable, and she's just amazing. But I feel that there are some stories that have kind of been opened but left unfinished. Now, for me, I'd love to see a proper feud between Iyo Sky and Liv Morgan. That kind of got open, and then Liv got injured, and I think was going down that route. You know, we had Iyo Sky and Rhea Ripley against the Kabuki Warriors. Now, I want to see singles matches between Iyo Sky and Asuka. I would love that. I'd wanted that really, really bad for SummerSlam this year. Just gone. But we never got it. That for the world title, in my opinion, would have been an absolute classic match. Both of them can put a show on, and, you know. So, talking of feuds for Iyo Sky, let's jump into a feud that I think have been teased, and 3 feuds that I think will really elevate her to the next level next year. So let's get into it. So one of the feuds I really want to see Iyo Sky in next year, again, is Asuka. I think that has merit for one of the best ones. Trainer versus mentee. You know, you don't really need to build to it too much. They work really well. They was in Damage Control together for however long, you know, and we've done it briefly, and it might get repetitive a little bit, but I think having it as a singles match, especially for Asuka and Iyo Sky, that's where it's going. I think after Mania, it needs to happen. And Asuka with a singles title run would be amazing, personally. But this is all about Iyo Sky. I think Iyo Sky needs to win the world title again soon. Not yet. She's tag champs, you know, but I think the women's singles division is really calling out for her at the minute, because we are going just between Raquel, Stephanie, and Liv, and I just feel that needs a little bit more depth in that division. So that is the first feud I'd love to see for Iyo Sky. The second feud was kind of teased at the Rumble, and it was teased between Asuka, Iyo, and Julia. Now, we all know I've not hid it. I am a big Julia fan. And Iyo Sky versus Julia, it would have so many positives for everyone in total, because, you know, it's got the Japanese connection. And yeah, they've had the tease moment at the Rumble. They've, you know, Julia can do with a bit of a push and getting over with the crowd, and I think if you have her feuding with Iyo Sky, that's going to do so. We saw Iyo teasing the US title. I don't think that will happen. It could happen. I'm all for it happening. You know, it would just elevate the status of the Women's United States Championship a lot more, and I think that match would absolutely bang, and people would actually understand how good Julia is, and even better how good Iyo Sky is. Sorry, I've got the tag team name in my head. How good Iyo Sky is at just building up talent as well. She's so young, she's so good. You know, she's got such a long future in WWE. Just build up a big feud like that. It doesn't have to be, you know, straight after Mania. It can be after SummerSlam this year. It can be whenever, but I want to see that feud this year. So let's get into the next one. So an honourable mention feud I'd love to see this year for Iyo Sky, I just don't think it's going to happen with the timelines, is Naomi. You know, Naomi cashed in and we kind of was robbed of Naomi having a proper feud with the world title. She obviously had a match with Iyo and Rhea at SummerSlam, but it felt a little bit rushed, obviously because, you know, Naomi was going out and being pregnant. So that's why I don't feel this match is going to happen at least until 2027. Now, for me, there are a few other matches that I would love to see Iyo Sky in. I just want to see a feud with Becky Lynch, even if it is for the women's IC title. Just stick her in a feud with her. It'll bang. You know, we don't have too long of Becky Lynch left. Realistically, this is her last WWE contract. I think having her and Iyo Sky feud, it would sell. Becky is, you know, sometimes she oversells, but other than that, Becky is the best around. And it's not just Becky Lynch saying it. But I think Iyo and Becky just tear the house down, you know, and put an amazing feud on. And that, you don't even need a title involved. If it's got a title, it's more prestigious, obviously, but that feud could absolutely slap. So that's it for feuds. You know, overall, in my opinion, Iyo Sky is the best women's wrestler, or she's the best pound for pound wrestler in the entire wrestling business, you know. And she just elevates people around her. She's got the fans on board, you know, and especially as a babyface. I don't think she hit properly as a heel. Now, Io's a heel. I think what the issue was the language barrier at times. Her English has come on so much, what's amazing to see. So she can cut better promos. You know, she mixes the Japanese and English promos, but I don't mind at all, to be fair. It keeps it interesting, it keeps it fun. But having the ability to be better speaking English, we've seen it with Stephanie Vaquer as well. The better she's getting at English, the more interesting she's getting. So I think Io's just only going to get better. She can't get any better in the ring. She's already the best. But she's only going to start cutting better promos, and that just means that she's going to get, hopefully, to the superstardom level of Rhea Ripley. So let me know your guys' thoughts on Iyo Sky and any of the feuds mentioned. Again, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be brilliant. Please share. And that's been Ben Mears TV. Peace.